I am Hope here at Crafty Hope. Welcome to the week 24 vlog. It is Monday, June 9th, just at exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a hard time getting things done. I mean, I've got things started. Let me tell you a bit about myself. If you are new here, I am a jewelry mixed media all-around artist in South Alabama. I dabble in a little bit of everything, and that's why I call myself crafty. I do all the crafts. So mainly doing jewelry, like I said, jewelry making. I do mixed media art, like these index card a day ICADs, and like assemblage art and art journals and junk journals and things like that. I have a very large collection that's part of it, of things that I thrift and find and buy and all that I craft with. So this studio vlog is kind of a peek into what my weeks look like. I'm hoping to make this a year-long kind of journey of let's see how this goes. So some weeks I'm very good at vlogging and some weeks I am not. So it depends on the week. The last couple weeks have been kind of crazy. I'm hoping things are starting to calm back down. We just realized that we've got dog training. This afternoon we have a new puppy that we've had a few weeks, and last week we started doing obedience training, and we thought it was every other week, but we got a text yesterday that we have it tonight too. So yeah, we haven't done all of our homework, so we've been rushing to get the puppy homework done today. So I think that's got me a little frazzled, and that also shortens my day a bit. So, but I'm kind of glad I know what we're having for dinner tonight. I have yet to do my ICAD for today. I'm about to work my way in there. I've cleaned off my desk, and I think I gave y'all a look that I was editing the video for yesterday's card to get that up on my Patreon. So I put videos up just about daily, as soon as I can get them edited and up of my ICAD. So if you're interested in following those, that's great. I will be doing that all of June and July. And then in August, it's called my crafty paper tier, and so I hope to continue doing maybe art journal stuff and stuff like that. Today's Monday. It's my planning day, so I make my menu and kind of figure out what I'm doing this week. And yeah, I've got a bit to do. I've got a couple packages coming in today of some stuff I ordered off of Etsy. That'll be fun to share with you when it comes in later this afternoon. And it's all been delayed. I don't know what's going on with the post office. It was I don't know. There was one day on one of those packages that it just disappeared. There was no information, so it's crazy. But they're coming in today according to my tracking, so I'm looking forward to getting those and sharing those with you. And I'll tell you who they're from, because they're two of my crafty friends, or art friends, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm delaying getting in there and doing this morning's ICAD. I had struggled quite a bit with this one for yesterday. You can probably hear my elderly cat. In addition to the puppy, we have two cats. One is 16, 17, something like that, and she's just an old cat. She screams a lot. She needs a lot. She's gotten too skinny, and so we started feeding her wet food, and now she just screams because she wants the wet food all the time. And I can only give her a little bit at a time because she throws it up because she eats it too fast and too much of it, and it's just a cycle. Animals, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I've already got laundry in the laundry machine, the washing machine. Yes, I have laundry in the washing machine, and I need to transfer it over and start another load real quick, and then I think I'm gonna go do my ICAD. So hopefully it doesn't take long, but we'll see. And I have high hopes of also unpacking. Oh, that's right, I was gonna unpack my my bag that I took Friday's. I did a demo this past Friday of some jewelry making at the gallery, Hello Gallery in downtown Fairhope, where I have art, jewelry, and cards. And I did a jewelry demo there, and I have not unpacked my bag, so I thought I could share with y'all maybe what I took. not a big deal, but I could, yeah, I may do that a little bit later. Anyway, and I've got to figure out if I'm going to have a video for tomorrow too, here on YouTube. And I've got thrifty stuff to share as well. Oh my gosh, y'all, I got to get organized. So I'm going to stop chatting and maybe get some stuff done. And welcome to a new week here in the chaos that is my crafty life. Hi. I don't even know what time it is. Just after 2 maybe? Let's see. Yeah, 2:30. I'm having to step away from my computer for the moment. Technology, I'm trying to get my ICAD day 9 for today. The video, I got everything in it, everything, but iMovie keeps telling me that something's been deleted out of the library and it can't complete it and has to shut down iMovie. So I did that twice, despite the fact that I have not deleted it. And finally, I've shut down my computer. I'm letting my computer restart and reboot and do what it needs to do. And I'm going to go check the mail because in this whole process, I happened to see that my packages from Etsy had come in. So I'm going to the mailbox to get them. And like I said, I'll probably share that with you. I still haven't. That was my plan, was as soon as I got that done, I would unload my book bag and share that stuff with y'all. But I can't seem to get this video done. And I was like, all these things I want to do today. I've cleaned the fridge. I've worked on the laundry. So those things are good. I know what we're having for dinner. And I can work on the menu after dinner. So that's good. And there are a couple meals we didn't eat over the weekend. So those can get planned on the menu. So anyway, I've got 2 packages in here. Oh, and it looks like the mortgage maybe. So I'm going to pull all that out and go see how my computer is doing. Alright, so I've got you on my very messy desktop. That video is finally saving, doing what it's supposed to do. Thumbs up for restarting a computer. So I'm going to open this package first. I have cut, I hope, where it needs to be cut to get it open. Let's see if I can get it there. I'm trying to cover up everybody's addresses. So this one is from the Bricolage Factory, Ricky at the Bricolage Factory. And let's go ahead and say that neither one of these packages are things I absolutely needed, but things I saw that they had that I wanted. And I encourage you, if you need a little retail therapy, definitely shop small and shop some of your friends on Etsy. So this is, like I said, Ricky Midbrod. She's Ricky Ticky Tabby. At the Bricolage Factory. I'll put her link below, and then I'll tell you who the next one is. So the first thing I saw that she had, I saw this on Instagram. Oh y'all, I'm so excited about this. Oh gosh, it's 2 bags. I thought it was just 1 bag. Maybe it was easier to fit it in 2 bags. It's 2 pounds of game pieces from kids' games. So like, here's the rope that you would find in Mousetrap, I think, or no, maybe that's Operation. But I think these had my eye, were the Candyland little people. And here's some kind of, I don't even know, maybe this is from Mousetrap. But some great little, I don't even know what all of these are. These look like they stack together somehow. And I love these. So classic. So these were, and there's a bunch of like, well, Monopoly houses and checker pieces, and these are unusual checker pieces because they are in brown and yellow. How crazy are those? So lots of fun, yeah, totally fun, bright colored. I just thought this would be super fun for some assemblage. So I am going to put that aside. To the other thing, which I'd gone for the to look for the game pieces, and then saw this other thing for, oh, okay, and let me show you this. This is, I'm sure, my receipt, but Ricky always has some really cute bits and bobs to use in your journals, and y'all, come on now, just the sweetest little package. I have a puppy dog on one side of me right now, and a kitty cat on the other. So there's a couple of paper clips, this says the Bricolage Factory. It's a nice little print, and that could easily be cut down and have a nice little focal. This looks like some ticket stubs. I think I have all this upside down. Here's some stickers, a playing card with a cute little raccoon on it, some Braille paper. How luscious is that? A ledger piece, this is, I don't know, this doesn't look like it's Milton Bradley, but it doesn't look like Monopoly. Some scrapbooky paper, lace pieces, delish, a magazine clipping. Let's see, I'll turn this over. So there's her little note, a tea bag, a couple of stamps, and an out of paper thing. Oh, the dog is going after the cat. So I'm going to put this aside and try. I don't know that I can get it so neatly back in the little thing. So the other thing I saw in her shop while I was getting that was this. And can y'all see? It's alphabet blocks. But y'all, I'm super... And Ricky had some really good prices on those two things. I mean, the shipping is really... I think the shipping costs more than what it costs for these two things combined. So this box itself, look at it, all taped up, the original box. And then inside are, I think she lists 18 of these blocks. Look at them. Oh my gosh. So the box has got like scribbles in it. Y'all, I am so delighted with this. I can't even, again, for some assemblage. And look, I'm going to tear it up. I wonder if there's a... No, this is so taped up. I'm not even going to be able to find like a year on it. There might have been one at one point, but this has got so much tape on it. I'll never find it. Okay, so that was from Ricky. I'm going to put all this back together. Alright, put it aside. Keep my receipt out. And then y'all, retail therapy. Y'all, go shop small. Shop Etsy. So the second one is from Nicole Watson at Nicole Watson Art. And she has the best ephemera in her. Not the best. I mean, Ricky's got some good ephemera too. But Nicole is so skilled at finding things in with handwriting on them. So, and... if I could buy everything in her shop, I would. And this was just a little happy for me. And she, like Ricky, has included some other things. So this is what I bought, and we'll look at it in just a second. And here's her card, Nicole Watson Art. And I'll link her as well. So we've got everything's wrapped up in this lovely baker's twine. She's backing it all. This is some nice chipboard in general. There's a fun little paper clip also. Look at that thing. This is my receipt. I'll put it off to the side. Let's see. Yeah, she has a little note. She knew what I was going for. So she's got also this, I guess, seagull and a raccoon card today, y'all, with a little thank you stamp. Oh, look at these tickets that so she included some ephemera in here as well. And here's a little bit of some kind of old, I don't even know. I don't know, but it's got that luscious number up there. So, and yeah, her little note to me said that it was a nice grab with the ephemera that's on the inside of this. And she, in her listing, had a flip through of a couple of these little calendars or diaries. What is it? As a... I guess it's a calendar diary maybe. And in this flip through, I could see a bunch of ephemera in the 1943 one. So that's the one I requested because, yeah, I was like, no, there's ephemera in here. So it is really just a daily calendar from 1943 with some writing in it. There's not a whole lot. Yes, it's funny. It starts here in January and October seems awful close. So let's take a look at the ephemera in here. Let's see if I can get it off the paper clip here. So here's this one piece. There's a blank-ish piece here. This has some kind of tally marks on it. And I kind of want to fit. And I have a feeling the other piece is about the same. So So, but Nicole knew what I was doing, because she did that flip through, and I was like, ooh, that one's got all kinds of little bits in it. I want to see the little bits. So, and it, again, is another little sheet with some other little handwritten, and it's just like numbers and tally marks. So, nothing over the top, but definitely like, it's always fun to see what falls out of an old notebook. So I have an idea. This maybe it's smaller than I thought it was gonna be, and I know she had the measurements on there, but and there's like a mileage in here and everything. How cute is this, guys? Cash accounts for May. Okay, I could keep looking through this. So that was my little happiness. I need to put some of this up. Get that off of there. Put some of this up off my desk so that I don't have a messy desk for ICAD in the morning. Go try to get that video uploaded, and then maybe I'll come back and unload that jewelry stuff, and maybe even work on some jewelry. But I really do need to like list something on Etsy, but I'm really tired of being at my desk without creating something. So I'm gonna go check on a couple things. We have to leave in about 2 hours. 2, 3, yeah, about 2 hours for puppy training. So yeah, I might get my booty in gear. Okay, so this is the bag I took with me to the gallery. I also took this metal tray that I worked on top of. It helps me, the lips of it keep beads and stuff rolling off. So I'm gonna go to my overhead camera where I talked to y'all just a minute ago. So I'm sorry, some of this is kind of, overheady stuff, but I'm just gonna be pulling things out of this bag and showing y'all what I took and trying to put it up. So I'm gonna get on my messy desk and get that done. I'll probably have to change my battery on that too, probably partway through it, because it's getting low, but I like them to run out. So let me do that. Okay, so the first thing is this is very unimportant. It was like a throw it in there just in case thing, and it's my dimpling pliers. They make little divots and bumps like this. This is my sample to show me the sizes on a piece of tin, but I really just, in case people wanted to know like how I altered the tin and things like that, I grabbed these. So this is my bead mat that I had that I laid on that tray, and that again is the bead mat. It keeps beads from rolling around too much, but if they did roll to the edges, they would have hit that lip and not go rolling all over the gallery. So I'm going to take the main thing last. So here are my pliers. So they are also in one of these zippered pouches, and it's a real basic. I can link below, like, I think, to this basic set, which I consider my travel set, but I love to have a pair of bent nose pliers, so I throw those in along with the chain nose that go with, just because they're a little sturdier than the ones in this set. And then I love the tweezer nose pliers. So, and these actually stay on my desk all the time. These only travel with me. I don't use those pliers any other time unless I'm taking them like out of the house. So those went with. And then this is, y'all, oh, there goes that battery. Let me go to it. Okay, now, because I was hoping to like display my tin jewelry kind of out front, explain that I upcycle tin, I tried to put a bunch of stuff in tins. So I could say, hey, all of these earrings are made out of containers like this. So, but I did put my supplies in it. So I got a bunch of wire in here, several different sizes. I knew what kind of wire I needed because the way I make my my list. So that'll be the last thing I show you. So that's just a bunch of wire, and I'm keeping it in the craft room in this because it's prettier than just sitting out. Also in a tin is this. These were the supplies I thought or knew I was going to need for some of the items. So I had this, and I actually need to empty it. It is just a yogurt container that has the wire clippings so that I didn't have to dispose of those at the gallery. I actually can do that right now. Dump them in my little desktop trash can. So let's see, I'm gonna put this stuff up. This is my little thing of E6000 that I've been missing, a dapping block, and little tool. I like the wooden tapping block. Some sanding supplies. So I've got a sanding block. This is just a 3M like pot scrub pad, and some 4/0 steel wool. Yeah, best stuff. So there those over here where they go. Then I've got my 1.5 millimeter metal punches. This is the best. They what fit my rivets. So I've got a little hammer, and that's for, I'll show you in a bit. I had a toothpick for spreading the 6000 and a big needle, and I don't remember what I needed the needle for, but I had it. And I really hate unpacking these things because here's a T-pin I was going to use to scratch some of the tin. And I think that's what that big needle was for. I hate unpacking this because then I won't have some of this if I do use my bead box. But I also took some alcohol, which helps take off Sharpie, because it's an alcohol-based marker. Sharpie, alcohol. And I also had some paper towels that were in here, but they ended up going on my desk. But this is just a fine line bottle that I put some alcohol in. I've got other containers, but this just worked just fine. Let me see if I can find a spot for it. Put my Sharpie, and then these are some Joyce Chin kitchen shears, which are pretty good as tin snips, but I did that, I left these on my desk and these went with. So in case I needed to cut tin, which is what is in my third container. So I took this tin, which is funny. The gallery owner actually gave me this tin. She found it in her dad's yard and gave it to me. So, and it just has some various pieces of tin. So this is a baggie with some small cuts of tin, and then there's several. Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. Several different tin pieces that I've cut down to fit in here. In case I wanted to show people how I cut tin, or if I wanted to go ahead and just cut some tin while I was sitting there. So yeah, I had all of that, which did not get touched. Most of it was just sitting there so I could say these are my tin contain, what I make that stuff out of. And then I did take, let's see, what is this? This is just some bead stuff that I've been carrying around. It's some beads and wire and stuff I don't really need. The last thing I took was a little piece of wood, a hand towel, and a little bench block so that I could use my little hammer to rivet, because I've got a couple things in there that need to be riveted. So when I say oh wait, there are two more things. This folder, oh man, I was afraid of that. Using the 12 by 12 isn't a great idea. That has all of my stencils for making for tracing onto the tin. So that, and then I have my wire organization folder. I have I have a video about this. It's a super simple way for me to use some of the wire that I alter. So the main thing that I took, oh gracious, I don't know how I would lose something like this, is this, what I call my bead box. It is just a divided organizer like you would put embroidery floss or fishing tackle or whatever in. I have many blog posts on my blog. I'll put the newest one down there in the description box or up here as well. No, I can't put it up here. It's not a video. It'll be down there. But in it I have sketches and descriptions of what it is I'm supposed to be making, and each one of these compartments has at least one design, has all the components for at least one design. This first one, I think there's another one in here that have two. So I was able to complete two pair. I didn't work on this one because I know it was just, it's what I call a bead soup necklace. So it's just a bunch of beads that I wire wrap together. For some reason I cannot get this little baggie open right now. Okay. Oh my gosh, it broke. Of course it did. There. Jeez. So I got this pair of earrings. There went some beads that were loose in there. This fun little pair of earrings done. and this pair. And the little girl that works, I say little girl, she is an adult. She just graduated high school, but the girl that works there, she loved these. And so I was like, you know what, they are pretty awesome. So I got these done as well. And then I worked on a bracelet. It needs, I think I mentioned to y'all before, it needs a few touches to get lengthened a little bit. But this is it. It's super blingy. But it needs a couple more beads like right here. And then it'll be, I think, big enough to be a bracelet. Yeah. So just a few things. And that's, oh, and I did start on one quick thing. I had this, which is some 10, and I just barely got it started before I realized that it was like 5 till 8. And so I was like, oh. And that is these earrings that are going to be, you see it, that there. So anyway, that's all that's in there. I'm sorry this video is probably super long. Kind of makes up for maybe some of last week. So I'm gonna put this stuff up and figure out what's next for me today. Good morning. It is about 9:45 on Wednesday, June 11th. I have a library book due that I've got to finish, so I may be paying the library a late fee. I don't know if that's gonna get done today. I have been busy all morning. I got my ICAD done first thing. Well, we did some training with Kaylee once we got her up, then worked on my ICAD. I got a shower, and then I've got an event on Saturday that I needed some like photos and memories and things from. It's a girls organization called the National Order of the Rainbow for Girls. It's a Masonic organization. I'll get back to you real quick. Now I'm back in the office. So it's a Masonic organization for girls ages, what are they doing now? Some 10-year-olds, but 11 to about 18. They keep changing the age range, and I keep forgetting what it is. When I got in, it had just changed to 12. Maybe? I'm trying to remember how long I had to wait. Any case, I'm kind of an advisor now. I'm not as active as I used to be, but my local assembly, that's what the local chapters or pods are called. My local assembly, Mobile Assembly number 3, is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. So they're having an event for that on Saturday. So I was gathering some pictures from my time in there and scrapbooks, and I have a quilt that I was given and all kinds of little things. So trying to find what I can but I've got stuff scattered all over my house, and it makes me even more realize I am not going through with my simplify of the 100-day, I'm not the 100-day project for my word of the year. So, but just finding enough time in the day to get my ICADs done has been troublesome. So, yeah. Today's not as crazy. I didn't even come in yesterday because I went to Mobile to help my mom with a couple of things she needed to do for the event Saturday. So I did that, and then did grocery shopping and came home and busted out that video. Tried to work on last week's vlog, trying to think, because I was like, okay, I'll get up on Tuesday. Okay, I'll get it up on Wednesday. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. This was supposed to be like an easier week, and it has not been. So, yeah. I'm hoping today, the only thing I think I need to leave the house for is to maybe take the recycling, but because it's bad. But I know it gets kind of, because it's also trash day in this area, everybody tries to take their recycling on Wednesday, and it gets a little overwhelming. So, yeah. Anyway, you'll need to know about the recycling schedule here. I've also started another load of laundry and stripped the bed and, done some householdy things, picked up a little bit. And now I'm ready to focus in. I got my ICAD done today. I did not go with the prompts today. I was not feeling them, and that's okay. So I am going to try to work on that video a little bit, but I think I'm going to set a timer. First thing I got to do is make my list for the day to really see what I want to focus in on. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that ICAD. Yeah. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to pick up what things it is I like about it. Like how can I recreate that again? What is it that really is drawing me in on it? And how can I do that again? So, yeah. I feel like I've been in this chair all day, and in the last, I don't know, half an hour, the power has blinked 4 times, and like just blinked, like gone off real quick, come back on real quick. I suppose I should check the weather. See if there's any storms or anything. It's the sun's shining. I see blue outside. I don't know what's going on. And I'm trying to upload videos. I'm trying to get last week's vlog up. And that has taken me, I really thought, sorry, air conditioner. I really thought that I was going to try to get that up on Tuesday. No. And then I aimed for today. And I realized that's just not going to happen. And normally I put them up on Thursday. But I have a Thrifty Thursday that I've just kind of had lingering for too long, and I was like, I really need to get that Thrifty Thursday. So I finished the vlog. I've got it uploaded, set to go up on Friday. You'll have seen all this. I will link it up there. Pardon my Whataburger cup. And then was like, I'm gonna real quick get my Thrifty Thursday video going. And yeah, Thrifty Thursday, no time, done. There goes the power again. Oh, now it's back on. I don't know what's going on. It's making me crazy. I'm real glad Zoe would be having a fit if we still had our previous dog. Kaylee's in the kennel right now because Pat needs to go take care of some stuff. But anyway, I'm trying to get videos uploaded. And I can't do that with the power blinking. So I figured I'd check in with you, but yeah, I feel like I've been in that chair all day. I haven't. I've done the laundry, I've changed the sheets on the bed, I've cleaned the kitchen, but I've also gotten some stuff done. It is, well, I can't tell because everything's blinking. I think it's, just after 5 o'clock. And I don't really want to start on dinner until I'm sure the power is going to stay on. So I think I've been wanting to work on a couple different things. So maybe back down the hallway with that running. So I think I'm going to work on those. One of them is a super quick project and I'd like to maybe film it. I got to figure out how I'm going to film it, but I have this, it's a magnet, from our vet, and I've got, that might work better. I've got 2 of them because they gave us one when we took Kaylee in for her first visit, but I also grabbed one off the desk and got home and realized we have 2. But I've been wanting to do this for a while and make a magnet that will stick to our microwave that one side says clean and when you turn it over it says dirty. Super simple project. Really shouldn't take me any time. So I think I might work on that real quick. Like I said, I may record it. Let me go ahead and turn this light on. Of course, it'll blink and not be great. And that'll suck for recording too. Okay, so maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll do something else because I'm going to stick this up on my, let's stick up here. Oh, and Alexa's letting me know she can't connect to the Wi-Fi. Well, I know, Alexa. The power blinked. The Wi-Fi hasn't come back up yet. That's why I can't upload my videos. Okay, yeah, I think I've been sitting too long. I'm frustrated. I went outside too. Yeah, I picked some blueberries. I've been outside. I've taken Kaylee. I always want to say Zoe. I've taken Kaylee out. I've done things. Now it's time to do something else. Starting is the hardest part. I just got all that stuff in from Ricky and IKEA. I'm like, oh, I should do something with it. I should do something with all of the things that are in here. Where do I start? At the very beginning? Hasn't blinked in about 25 minutes or so, I guess, since it blinked when I was talking to y'all. And so I've spent that time trying to start on a project. I'm wanting to get back into my assemblage stuff, and sometimes I just find it hard and I don't know why. So I decided to go in there, pull out a box and start going through it to find something to alter. And I was having a hard time because the box I pulled out were my favorite assemblage pieces, and I moved them around and pulled them out and was, yeah, and this is the little box I decided to start on, which is just like a little jewelry box, and everything just didn't seem right for a little jewelry box. I was like, you know what? I've pulled out the wrong thing. I pulled out my favorites. And what I want to do is ease back into making some stuff, assemblage stuff. And instead of pulling out my favorite things, what I need to do is pull out something from another box. And I almost immediately found this like sparkly heart, which I don't even know it. I see now it's got a hole at the top. So it was a pendant necklace. It's plastic with probably maybe glass rhinestones. I'm not sure. And then this super cheap metal butterfly brooch. And I started by clipping off. I used some heavy duty pliers to clip off the pin element on the back, and then I used these are some kind of metal snips that I have I pulled out a bunch of different things to try, and that's what I tried first, and it worked, to clip the wings down and the antenna off and all of that. And I still have this little body piece which has these little, oh, I don't know if you can see them or not, little rhinestones in it. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I'm sure that's all glass too. So, but now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm trying to consider how I get inspired, what inspires me. I know there are a lot of people that make based on their emotions and things like that. And I want to create that way, but sometimes I have a hard time translating that into my art. So I think when I start doing my morning pages again, I haven't done them for days now. Things have just been so slap crazy. I want to think about what symbols represent some of the things I'm feeling about where I am and where the world is and all of that. But for now, I think I'm going to work on a heart with butterfly wings. So, I'm obviously going to cover up the sparkle on this and definitely paint these, but I've just got to get started somewhere. These are just cheap elements that were in my stash, not getting used, and that's the problem. I have too many things. So, okay. I can do this. This is what I want to be doing. Why is it so hard to do it? Well, there's a start. Yeah, I got those cut apart, and then I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to attach this? And I usually just attach everything with E6000. It's my go-to. But as I was, hold on, let me put you in a tripod so I can talk easier. Better. I was like, oh, everything's so textured. How will I do it? I wish I had some kind of something that was like thicker. Y'all, I don't even know how many months ago, I bought some epoxy sculpt clay, which is a two-part epoxy. It's 2 different clays that you mix a one-on-one together and you sculpt it. I've not touched it. I bought it because I believe I saw Marina Rios, oh, is that right? Fanciful Devices on Instagram and Etsy. I will link her. Her Instagram is great because she shares all kinds of little tips and techniques, and she makes some of the most fantastical jewelry, and she's so experimentative with her art, and I love it. So anyway, she had used some of that, and y'all, I can't even remember what she used it for now. I just remember going, I need to get some of that, and I bought it, and I was like, okay, I'll get to it, and I haven't touched it. And in fact, one of my parts feels a little hard, but it might usually feel hard, I'm not sure. So I mixed 2 pieces together, and it's perfect for like pressing that on. I did sand both surfaces to kind of make sure there was some tooth to grab it, but I'm really happy I remembered I had that stuff. It could be a really great adhesive. Of course, I may pick it up tomorrow and everything fall apart, and if it does, well then it does, and that's a lesson learned. So we'll see, because these are trash things. Sorry, I'm looking to see if my Thrifty Thursday post is uploading after the power flashing. So anyway, that's that. It is now 5 minutes to 6 o'clock. I'm gonna try to get this video settled and then go get started on dinner. We're having bulgogi bowls. I think I've mentioned them before. I'll put a link to it on my blog. It's something that I made up. It really doesn't have anything to do with bulgogi other than it is some beef. It's ground beef and bulgogi sauce, and it's in the Instant Pot. With some couscous and zucchini, and it's one of those things. I was like, I want some kind of bowl, and I want it with this bulgogi sauce I have, and I have couscous. It was one of those things. I have all these things. How can I combine them? And yeah, y'all probably don't care. Anyway, I'm going to, like I said, get this underway. But I'm really excited. I broke out that epoxy sculpt clay and used it. I keep checking my hands because it came with these gloves. You know, I have the tiniest hands, the tiniest. And these gloves were like this big on me, and no matter what I did, it was getting like balled up in like the tips of the glove. And the instructions on the top, it comes with gloves, but on the top it says wet hands so things don't stick to you. So I was like, well, okay. So I did that, and I know, don't do what I do. I say this all the time. I'm horrible. Don't do what I do. That feels good to have done that. Do you see the smile? Yeah. Yay for creating something that's not what I'm required to create. So I'm happy about that. Good morning, y'all. I recorded something, 53 minutes ago, something like that. And then my phone flipped out because I was out of storage on it. So yes, I still need to get like a little vlogging camera. That's, yeah, we'll see. I might. For now, I'm working with the phone camera and juggling that, so we'll see. I may have to make it a bigger priority than it was. It is Thursday. I almost said January because I have my glasses on to see June. I know what month it is. I'll have to read it. June 12th, just before 11 o'clock. I was doing really great this morning. I got my ICAD done. I've been marking things off my list, and then I got that notification that my phone was full. So that took an hour to like go through it, delete text messages, delete any previously deleted things, get all of the videos for this vlog off onto my computer, delete all of those, go back in, delete all of that, like permanently delete it, so I have a little more space. So that's good. But my ICAD's done. I've got a couple things done. My priorities today are, of course, getting my ICAD video up and some Father's Day stuff taken care of, because I think I need to laser cut some things, which I don't know, I'm balancing things I may go do, but I couldn't do till I fixed my phone, because just a thing, I guess I could have done it while it was laser cutting. I think that would have been juggling too much. I hear you, Rosalina. Every time I start talking, she comes in and starts screaming. Yeah, so I need to take care of that, because I want to spray paint part of his Father's Day, and if the humidity's high, I don't know how that's gonna be. And I'd like to have it by Saturday. So there she goes. She's like, oh, she's not listening to me. And y'all, I don't know why I'm so fancy today. I put this lightweight black dress on because it's lightweight and it's like hot today. And when I wear it, I'm like, I need something bright. So my button necklace works perfect. I don't know why I'm fancy. It just felt great. Anyway, yeah, I just, and I feel like, and I've got so much clutter in here. Clutter there, clutter, you can't see some of it, but that was some of what I said. And I feel like if I could tame some of the chaos in my house, I wouldn't feel so cluttered in my head. And I even feel like as I like Marie Kondo stuff and decide how much I want it, that I might be able to like think about how I can use those things. You know, I've got like the programs you get at funerals or graduations. I've got every invitation or greeting card I've ever received, just all kinds of stuff that I don't actually need. In fact, I found my college diploma buried under a bunch of stuff like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I had been looking for that? So yeah, I need to, and I keep saying that my word for the year is simplify, and I've not done the things I need to do, and then finding all of this paper nonsense makes me even more crazy. And then I can't find the things I was looking for, because I was looking for like 2 or 3 specific things. I don't know where they are. I'm a mess. So I'm gonna get off, because yeah, I don't want these to take so much time. This week's been crazier than I'd hoped it would be. So I'm gonna go laser cut some stuff and then maybe get to my video stuffs. Yeah, that's a plan. I am tickled for 2 reasons out here in the shop. One, while I was throwing some stuff in the pail Pat has for garbage, I found that he has a bunch of these square, and I'm sure they are cut off blocks of something he's making, and I was like, but I can put art on these. He's got a bunch of other little things, some odd shapes, some really long skinny shapes. I'm like, ooh, what can I do with these things? Y'all, I'm digging through the trash out here, but I will be taking these in because I can see totally doing some stuff on it. I watched several of the Carla Sondheim things from the sketchbook revival free thing, and a lot of her stuff with the blobs or seeing things in shapes, and she has a word for it and I can't remember what it is, really makes me want to do that. And I think it'd be really fun to do something small on these, but or something else, maybe just a small assemblage. Yeah, like a super small assemblage on one of these would be great. The other thing I'm laughing at is because I'm making plant stakes for my stepfather's garden. So I'm cutting those out. I'm going to spray paint them to seal them. But I'm cracking up because I got like the Omtech, which is the brand of laser cutter we have, has some free designs, and plant stakes was on there, and I saw these like late last year and was like, oh, that'll be perfect for my stepfather for Father's Day. So I've been kind of like grilling my mom, what's he growing in the garden, all of that. And some of the things he is growing are so southern that I'm like, I had to make my own. So collards and okra had to be added to this, and I can't remember if I've even still got everything he's got out there, but this is a start, and I can tell him I'll cut you whatever else you need later. But I'm cracking up. I'll probably do a post maybe on Father's Day about, like, you know, when you give your when you give your dad some plant stakes in the South, make sure you make your own or something. I'll figure out the wording, but I'm cracking up about it. Anyway, just tickled. I'm digging in the trash and making Southern plant stakes. Good morning, y'all. Been out picking blueberries. It is, well, it's not, I don't know. It's hot as blazes, it feels like, but I know it's really the humidity. I know nobody wants to hear it. It's the humidity, not the heat, but because it's nicer in the shade. Anyway, it's hot. We went for a walk, and then I did some training in the yard with Kaylee, and then I don't know what I've done today. Yesterday I finished out really strong. I decided to go ahead. I got some texts yesterday while I was running my errands from the lady who schedules classes up at Hello Gallery. And I told her maybe I would do a card class, like making my ICADs basically. And I told her that months ago. And so she texted me, was like, when do you want to do this? And I'm like, I don't know. When do you want me to do it? So she was like, well, give me a date and we'll set it. And so, and the thing is I already made 2 of the sample cards. I just needed a third because I'm trying to do it like a process. Like, okay, for this first card, I did this and this and this. So you do this, but do in your own style kind of thing, using some different materials. And I think I'm overthinking it just a little bit. Yeah, so I whipped up a third card. I'm really happy to have that. I've got a list of supplies. While dinner was cooking, which was some soup, I did a little brainstorming for some new graphics ideas, and didn't really do much brainstorming. I rewrote some of the things I'd already had and started thinking about what else I could do. So it was a good evening to finish out strong like that. I had to come inside. I realized I was getting like far too hot out there. Sorry about the blip in that. Yeah, it's so humid and I've just got the wrong clothes on. I did get started on my ICAD this morning. I gave you a little glimpse of that. I was struggling at first with the idea of, and I'll probably say all this on my Patreon video, but I was struggling with the idea of iridescent because it tends to be bright and sparkly and all of that. And I knew what I had. I knew I had some iridescent things, but I couldn't think how to use them. And when I sat and thought about it, I was like, oh, I think I can figure out something that still stays in my like grungy style. Yeah. And I think I like it. I gotta finish it up. I'm waiting for that texture paste to dry, which is the prompt from Nina today. And that one I knew I could work in because I've got tons of different texture paste, including some of my homemade texture paste that I did my mushroom assemblage with. So, yeah, I'm just kind of bouncing all over. Friday is my cleaning day, and I really want to get the house knocked out. And so I've got just like inside clothes and not traipsing in the yard where it's so hot and humid. So that's why I had to get in. So I'm hoping once I can get that ICAD finished, I can knock out some of the housework and then maybe focus on, I really would like to focus on my studio and my office today and get them picked up. That would be really nice. I'm looking and I'm seeing how much stuff I have pulled out right now, and it's redonkulous. And a lot of it's for ICAD. A lot of it has places it just needs to slip back in the places it goes, and I don't know. I think I'm just being lazy and being overwhelmed, and yeah. So I am going to focus on that hopefully today, get things back where they go. There's quite a few things that like I've been sent or been given or thrifted that haven't found spots yet too. So all of that needs to, yeah, find homes. Yes. Wish me luck. I'm naughty. I went to an estate sale and a thrift store. I'm about to go ahead and record my thrift haul video so I can like put some of this stuff away, because I really need I really need to clean up my office. It's redonk. So I let myself go and do that thrifting, and got home and finished my ICAD video. And then I decided to bake some banana bread because I talked to Nina and she was making banana bread. I was like, oh my gosh, I do have a bunch of bananas. I could do that. So I'm making 2 loaves of banana bread because I had so many bananas. So yeah, and it smells amazing, but I'm going to get this video recorded real quick before the timer goes off for them, and then while that's cooling, maybe work on my office. Yeah, and get my ICAD video up for my patrons. So yeah, I found another 10 buttons, and look at that 10. Isn't it just cute? I know it's probably some kind of Easter tin, but I love those bright flowers on there. Anyway, okay, let me record this, and I'll see you in a bit. It is Sunday, the 15th of June, about 11:30. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how it got that late. I don't even know if I vlogged yesterday. It was a busy day. I had that 100-year anniversary or birthday party for Mobile Assembly number 3, International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, and was kind of involved in that almost all day. Yeah, I got up, got my stuff together, went over to Mobile, had the party, helped set up for the party, had the party, tore down from the party, came home. By the time I got home, it was after 5 o'clock. We jumped in the pool for a little bit, cooked some frozen pizzas, and that was my day. That was pretty much the whole day. I did do my ICAD in the morning before I left, and so that was, I think, part of what had me kind of rolling. It was a really good one. So I will try to link ICAD 14 below for you on Instagram so you can see that. But of course, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can watch that there too. Like I said, it's Sunday. I started on my ICAD, wasn't loving it, decided to go ahead and just make breakfast, have breakfast, and then get back to it. And then as soon as I got that done, I ran to the farm market and the grocery store to pick up. I wanted to grill some corn, some fresh local corn that they had at the farm market. Actually, I should show you a picture of that. I might have included that before the video. I got 12 ears, but I've got 6 left to process. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I've got 6 soaking to go on the grill. Oh, I need to soak some skewers too. Get some skewers out because I've got some shrimp I had defrosted to have with dinner on Friday, and then we ended up not having that. So I was like, well, if we're gonna have the grill fired up, might as well put those shrimp on. Can I put these in here with the, yeah, I can. All right, I got the skewers then in with the corn. Hey now, multi-purpose soaking here. If I can get, I'm gonna have to go with a different method. I'll show you the corn soaking too, but I've got this bowl in there to hold the corn down because it likes to float. I think I'm gonna just have to take a plate and do it because it's more flat. Yeah, to hold it down. Anyway, that's what's on the plate for today. I'm trying to pick up the stuff I took to the birthday party yesterday and straighten up around the house a little bit. And then, I don't know, Pat's out mowing the grass. I don't know if he wants me to go do anything. I'm in here with Kaylee right now. So, we'll see. I probably need to weed eat some areas, but I might do that just before we go to get in the pool this evening. Make myself good and hot. So, yeah, I'll try to remember to turn the camera on to kind of finish out this week. But like I said, we've got family coming over for pool time this afternoon. So, May not put the big camera on for a bit, but first to pick up, I've handled the things that I had to handle with the exception of getting my video done. So I will get to that in a bit, I suppose. Hi, it is 4 o'clock. Oh, yeah, the clock just changed. It's exactly 4 o'clock. And yeah, what have I gotten done today? I think I told you I finished my ICAD. I picked some blueberries along with what I think are some huckleberries. I need to confirm that. I've got them in separate jars or containers before I try to serve them to anyone. So I've got to do some research on that. And yeah, I finished my book. I've been reading The Uglies for Scott Westerfeld. I've been reading it for a few weeks, and it's overdue at the library. And so I had to finish it, and Pat needed to go out to the studio to do some things. So he said, hey, can I run out there? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to finish my book and sit here with Kaylee and we'll be good. But I just finished it. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have yet to tackle the mess. Oh, can you see it? The mess. I did come in here and do a couple things in the office on Friday, but not near as much. You can still see the stack of stuff that I really want to tackle. So I'm trying to get in here and get some stuff picked up. I actually, when I was I'm starting to pick up more of it. When I was tackling some of this, I pulled out a few things and was like, oh, I could use these for my class, yada, yada, yada. And, kind of made a bigger mess doing it. But I sorted some fabrics, which was weird. But they were spilling out of the closet and kind of bothering me. So I think the big thing bothering me is the stack on the desk. So I'm going to try to tackle that, I think. Yeah. And we'll see how far we get. I might then work my way into my craft room. But for now, I've got a little time to, yeah. We are going to get in the pool late today. I think I said earlier, family is coming over, but they want to do it later. So I think Pat and I might get in the pool in a little bit and he go ahead and start grilling. And then they'll come over and then they're going to eat and then want to get in the pool after we eat. So they're trying to stay out of the sun. So it may be a nighttime swim, which is always kind of fun. So anyway, I need to unload the dishwasher. But that is probably it. I may record a little bit of video of us grilling or being in the pool or something like that, or even maybe just the before and after of this desk in here. Yeah, maybe I'll come back in here and show you that. And that is it for week 24. It was a little bit crazier than I expected. They always are, aren't they? I hope I wasn't too off the wall for you. I know Monday I had a lot of content, so hopefully it wasn't too much. And yeah, I thank you for coming by in this crazy week, and I will hopefully see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. It means a lot to me that you come by and see my blatherings and give me the encouragement I often need to hear, because yeah, that makes it very special. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Bye.